pump this pump in the head cabin. Pump this pump. Quick this pump in the head cabin. Pump quick this pump in the head cabin. Pump quick this pump in the head cabin. Pump.
On my table, I think of that character right there.
What's up, everybody? It's time, everybody. It's time. It's Sunday night. I usually don't give the date. It's October 30th, 2022. If you're a person who says the year 2022, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to say all the years in blocks of two numbers. 1995, 2001, 2012, 2022. That's how you do it. Anyways, welcome everybody to All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show, the show that is meant to teach and help. But we need to remind everybody that the opinions... Fair! Moskin Foz. Thank you for the resub. The opinions stated by those of us on the show have no connection whatsoever to the Fantasy Grounds Company, Smiteworks USA LLC, or DM's Guild, or The Forge, or anything. Just us. We're just fans. And,
or how you say a date.
Huh? Say date?
Or how you say a date. It's our opinion.
It's our no. How you say the date is one correct way. There is not an opinion about that. That is a fact.
So it's 2000. Is that how you say 2000?
No, you can say technically you're supposed to say 2000. No one's gonna do that. You're gonna say the year 2000, especially since Conan O'Brien in the year 2000. But
take a centennial.
I will have you know that in 1968 there was a little movie called 2001: A Space Odyssey, and Stanley Kubrick made it a point to specifically say 2001 rather than 2001 because he was trying to draw attention to it by doing it the wrong way. A lot of people don't know that little piece of trivia. But yes, if you look up how you're supposed to say dates, years, you're supposed to say years in blocks of two numbers, with the first two numbers and the second two numbers. Now, of course, you would say 536. You wouldn't say 0536, but you get what I'm saying. So welcome, everybody. I guess we should state that Drake is obviously here, but we do have a special... Yay, Drake. He just got back from a trip. We'll talk about... We have a special guest host today, Diablo Bob. How are you, sir?
I'm doing okay. I have a family emergency, so I got to ditch out.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. Got to go.
Okay, all right. See ya. Well, that didn't fucking work. So Diablo Bob earlier in the day had asked to come on the show, and then you all just heard it. Family emergency. We hope everything's okay. Usually, I'm assuming what that is a kid broke his arm and has to go to the ER. I don't know. He's got a lot of kids. But
don't say that.
Fury and Robin are not here, so it's just Drake and I. And Drake is just 2 hours back from his whirlwind trip, which we have pictures of, everybody. Drake took a train to Washington, D.C., where he met with Metakure and also Caesar from the community. This is out his hotel window. That's Union Station, with the curved roof. This is his room. There's Matakiri in the room there. This is his hotel room. Nice. This is the hotel room balcony, I'm assuming, right?
Terrace. It was a terrace.
Terrace. My bad. Terrace balcony. This is your dress laying on the bed for the...
Yeah, no, that's my jacket. laying
Okay.
on my big ass bed.
Just like a dress for the evening ball gown gala.
It does look like a dress, doesn't
the
it?
president.
I was going out.
There's a Matt Security wearing a Drake Takes t-shirt. Where did you guys eat? Where is this?
This is in the hotel, the Dubliner.
Oh, cool.
It's an Irish place.
And the next
he
picture
got a fish sandwich and I got a chicken sandwich. Yeah.
is he's displaying the shirt more prominently.
Yeah.
And then this is Drake standing in front. How come that one? Blow up. Get big. Drake standing in front of the Lincoln Memorial. Who took the picture? Was Matt Curie still with you?
Yeah. Yeah. We walked I walked 27,000 steps that day.
Oh, see, that's the thing. I'd have to get in shape to go visit any kind of touristy kind of walking crap.
Or a freaking scooter, one or the
Well,
other.
and I'm even worried about in 2.5 weeks. I'm going to walk the tours of the sets of the thing, I don't know. We're gonna find out. This is where Forrest Gump runs out, and Jenny, he runs in the thing.
Yeah, that's the reflecting pool.
The reflecting pool, yeah. This is where in every spy movie they sit on these benches and talk to each other.
It's a mile from the Lincoln to the Washington Monument. It doesn't look that far, but it is.
It's a mile between those two buildings? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
And there's the Capitol.
Yeah. I went up on the steps and I said, I'm on Capitol Hill. I'm just a bill.
This is Union Station, right?
Yeah, inside the Union Station.
Yeah. Everything's all pristine and beautiful and nice. Crazy. Anyways, Fantasy Grounds, everybody.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
So I just updated Fantasy Grounds, by the way. So we can answer your questions about Fantasy Grounds. Audience members, you can ask us things about Fantasy Grounds.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. That was a false alarm.
Oh, it was a false alarm. Oh, good.
My son fell out of his bunk bed, and it was a concern for a moment, and then it's like, no, he's fine.
He can breathe. He can breathe.
My guess was broken arm ER. I was close. He didn't break anything.
No, he started crying and stuff, and yeah, he just got the wind knocked out of him. He's fine now. My wife's
I cry when I get the wind knocked out of me.
I was more thinking freaking stuffed animal in the toilet with an overflow, but
well, anyways,
that wouldn't be an emergency.
Welcome back, Diablo
That's
Bob.
just
For those people, Diablo Bob's been a guest on the show many times. He's usually always in the audience. He's a player in the Saturday night game, and he's a distinguished member of the community with many, many titles on DM's Guild and also the other one, The Forge. And he's got his own support room in the Discord channel. So if you go to our Discord channel, down here you'll see all the product discussions, and there's product updates, dev talk, and then alphabetized by name. The stuff rooms, anything with the stuff means that's the support. So Diablo Bob right there, boom, like that. And you can go in here and talk to him and ask him questions. And the last activity was in there 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago.
I actually responded in the wrong channel.
Oh, that's okay. So, you responded here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and actually I should explain that. That's a carryover from DM's Guild, where whether or not it was true, everything was 5e only by definition. I don't know if that makes sense. I spelled something wrong. God damn, it's always so hot in my studio. Do you know I'm it's 70 degrees in here and I have the heat set to 64. My house is really well insulated. I'm going to turn it down to 62 because I just don't need the heat blasting that. You know, people probably... What do you guys keep your houses at? Like 70, 72?
Mine?
I normally try 68.
Yeah. 68 is max hot for me. Like,
well, you got to be more specific in the winter.
So in the summer...
When it's cold?
In the summer, I keep my house at 68, 65 when I sleep. In the winter, I keep it at 65, 64 when I sleep. And it's still, oh man, my throat. I'm melting down. Moskin Foz says 68.
I keep mine at 73 in the summertime and 73 in the wintertime. No, I
Oh
keep it
my
a little
God.
cooler in the wintertime.
VR
Probably
doesn't
like
get enough heat.
70.
So here's
Yeah,
the
that's
thing.
what I'm
Rainy
saying. The
season.
10 days that it's cold, I keep it at like 70.
I can't even go visit people at their houses because usually I go in someone's house and if it's 70 or above, I'm miserable. I'm like sweating hot. Yeah.
And I remember my time down in Florida. There was like rainy season and ridiculously hot.
Yeah, people that come here and say it's too hot at 73 degrees, I says just go outside for a little while. It'll feel great when you come back in.
Right? Get that
Because it's
shock.
93 outside, so 73 feels really good.
And the weather here where I live, like one day the high was 75 and the next day the high was 50. And then it was cold from it usually when winter comes here, it's overnight and quite prevalent, and it just whatever random day it happens, and then now it's winter, or whatever. I mean, it's not winter, but it's fall.
It was 45 this morning when I got up, and it was 83 degrees when I got off the plane in Florida. So
Oh my God.
I was wearing my flip flops and shorts on the plane already.
Boo. So, we can take Robin's name off.
You can oh, you did a Diablo Bob.
Yeah, I had to Diablo Bob. Boom. I like that.
Let's look at his thing.
All right, let's look at some of Diablo Bob stuff.
What
should we
thing
look at?
of
DM
yours,
tools?
Bob? Yeah, that one's cool.
Does DM tools require an extension, Bob?
Yes, DM Tools requires 5e Critically Awesome Essentials.
Okay, then I'll load
Because
that
DM
up.
Tools is the module.
Okay, let's do it. I'm
Resource
loading up
module.
Fantasy Grounds with the Critically Awesome Essentials extension loaded.
Do we get any? I haven't paid attention. Is there any new stuff that came out either?
Not yet. I'm trying to keep that close to home because I need to do a little bit more testing, and with health and life, I don't know if that's going to be 2 days or if it's going to be 2 weeks.
And broadly speaking, the last thing to be released was Demon Castle Luminex, which we already looked at. So we haven't released anything for 20 days on the DM's Guild. So
What? Get busy, you guys.
There's shit in the works.
Creators.
Don't you worry. There's shit in. Look at these big red dice. All right.
What
now
about
let's go to,
what's on the list? We can look at your list later.
I'll tell you what's on the list right now. I'll show you what's on the list. Let's get this over here like that.
DM Tools.
Oh yeah, we looked at the weather generator last time.
So there's another solo adventure coming. There's two actually. Crown and Castles is a fucking huge. It's like some kind of 500-page PDF. It's insane. The French language codings, I think I'm going to take these off because that is not going to happen. And then Diablo Bob has the map label maker and
very close.
/ other things that are surprises that are not on the list. Thank you. Okay. Now I have to put that back to where Rob Twohy projects. Okay, that goes over there. Okay, yeah, the weather thing we looked at last week, which was fun. This week we're gonna look at DM tools.
Did you know you could right click on them over there and hit close?
No, I didn't. I did not.
Activation window?
Yeah, over here and hit close. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I originally added that, and then I believe they added that because they liked it. So I took it out of mine, out of Critically Awesome Essentials because it was useful.
Oh, I thought it was on. I thought it was still part of that.
It was originally part of Better Module window.
Huh.
And the
Oh yeah, that's right.
Smiteworks liked it so much that they basically asked me for the code snippet.
Oh,
and
nice.
then they implemented it.
Fuckers, make them buy it. So here is DM's tools, not DM's tools, DM tools. And oh man, my throat. I might need to get a lozenge. Something's going on bad with my throat here. I got a little drink. So this requires Critically Awesome Essentials, which if you go here, you can get. There's a link here, so you have to buy that. But it is module number 3 in the 7 or more planned modules for Critically Awesome Essentials The first of which is One Click Druid, which comes with Critically Awesome Essentials. The second one was One Click More, which adds way more different shapes, wild shapes. And then this is DM Tools. So Bob, tell us what DM Tools is, and then we'll take a look at it.
Well, what DM Tools is basically extra functionality and quality of life feature add-ins that I've added throughout the time of development. Unfortunately, the module does need to be updated because it still refers to the classic commands, because it still says middle click instead of left click. That will be updated extremely shortly, along with the extra feature that I may be able to show a brief little glimpse. Anyway, so what was the question again? What is DM Tool? So
Yeah, what is it? Why would people want it?
Well, the main feature is actually the spell tokens. Using spell tokens to target to basically show where your fireball is, things like that. That's the main thing that everybody knows it for. Other things that it does do is token stacks and such, which may or may not be implemented directly into Fantasy Grounds very soon. So that's a nice benefit.
So does John just send you messages saying, "Hey, we might want to put that in there. What do you think?" Is that how?
And Super Teddy. Anyway, I cannot confirm or deny either of those.
Right.
So some other things that's really nice is like the encounter enhancements, like when you automatically add an encounter to your combat tracker, it adds it to your the player window party sheet.
That's awesome.
Which
totally.
is, you can also do things like set the options to automatically award experience and stuff on a long rest, things like that. You can turn it off if you don't want that. Also, I have it so if you have the map unlocked and you add default, if you add an encounter to the combat tracker, it automatically locks tokens. You can also unlock or turn that off.
You know what might help a lot when you go through this, because you said you had to update it. When you go through this, it might help to have screenshots of as much as you can have screenshots for.
That's a good point. I need to do that.
As a person who reads a reference manual, like if I start at the beginning, this is just me, and I'm involved in like producing these and using these. But if I read a reference manual and I skip through it and it's just all text, I'm kind of out. I kind of tune out.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. Yeah.
But if you show me a picture of what it, my plan. I mean, now I'm saying that I'm going to do this, but I'm not putting a timeline on it because it's really a commitment. But my plan is to actually go through every single Team Twohy item, whether I made it or whether you made it or whoever made it, and do another, like an updated 2022 video on it, probably 2023 video. Because stuff's
I'm learning
changed.
the new reference manual builder thing.
Yeah. But yeah, this
you can make stuff in the new one really pretty. It comes out really pretty.
Real pretty. But this DM Tools, I think, I'm gonna look over on the sales, because I am of the mind that you can't even really play Fantasy Grounds with any good efficiency without this thing. I mean, it's like a must-have.
Well, DM Tools is kind of one of those. Yeah, well, almost all of that should be part of Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you, Diablo Bob. I have my own personal feelings about it, but that's because I make my living this way. Most other people that make things for Team Twohy that isn't their main source of income. It's just like a supplemental thing. But how do you feel about when Fantasy Grounds comes to you and says, this is not the words they use, but basically what they're saying is, hey, we're going to just take that code. That's pretty awesome. Thanks. And there's no financial compensation. It's just like, we think what you did is awesome. Thanks. We're going to incorporate it, which is very nice for the customer base, but it doesn't do much for the person that spent 1,000 hours developing it, right? Like, what do you think about that?
In my experience as a developer, I actually like it for two reasons. One, they normally grab my features that are the most finicky. So like token stacks and things like that. They like the feature, and they want to incorporate it into the things. Now, obviously, they'll only release it if they decide to ultimately implement it and if it's fully ready and etc. So I can't really tell you when or where or whatever. There's just a possibility. Um, and there's other things like some other things that they're adding in, and I like it because one, it lets me focus on other aspects because there's certain things that on every update, like the DM tools with the um, certain like token stacking interactions and stuff, I have to go in and update pretty much at every update. So if they take part of that off of my plate, it lets me focus on other features that I've always
Yeah, that's a
wanted to
good
add
point.
into it.
Because I'm constantly
'Cause-
screaming at you to create, not update, and I know you spend
yeah,
like 95% of your time updating stuff because you kind of
a
have
little more than that.
to. Yeah.
So the
Just
other
listen to
side of it,
Drake bitch more. Just listen to Drake bitch more, and then you'll
So
have stuff
this
to make.
this
You'll
is
have stuff to
interesting.
make.
Now remember, you always got to add, like, you have to add to these four numbers here. You have to add 708 because this is going to hit platinum. One more sale, two more sales, and that'll hit platinum.
Two more. Somebody go buy 2 feet. Two
Yeah.
feet.
The where is it?
Both
Is it
left and a right feet.
708? Oh no, it's 780, not 708, 780. So the Fantasy Grounds package before I had, that was uploaded as a four thing package November, like what, almost 6 years ago. It was 5 years ago. So it was exactly 5 years ago. My bad. So before they allowed us to do bundles, I sold 780 of those as a downloadable zip file with the four things in it. So you have to kind of add 780 to these individual numbers here, technically. But these are the real numbers, as they appear on DM's Guild. So anyway, uh, uh, so technically these four are all above this one, but as the numbers stand now from bundle sales, Bob has the top spot at 2680, and then you notice that DM's Tools is the next highest thing. The white ones are all me. The green ones are people that are not me. So Bob has the top two selling things. Maticuri has his is the third.
Shops kick spot.
Shops is ass kicker. But if you'll notice, this green number here is sales per week. So both Critically Awesome Essentials has been selling almost 2 copies a day since December of 18. So for 4 years. And DM Tools has been selling almost 2 copies a day since April of 2020. So that's just insane. So if you rank these by I can rank this whole report by the number of sales per week. Which is column E in reverse order. So you'll see that, yeah, so Bob's are the top two. His sell the most copies per week, almost 2 a day, right? 14 would be 2 a day. And then Shops is next. And then obviously the codings, which are the feats, class, spells, and races, are pretty much up there. But this is overall sales in the sold column. But the per week column gives you an idea of, how many sales per since it's been out, right? Because everything's calculated off its publish date. So there you go. I mean, these are obviously the two most awesome and amazing things as far as consumers are concerned. I mean, numbers don't lie. Like, how many people have bought
Wizards
this?
of the Coast should freaking help you out with One Click Druid because we paid for the license. Smiteworks did, and no one would be using freaking druids if it wasn't for that. So they should help you out.
If Smiteworks, if you didn't have Critically Awesome Essentials, I'll bet you the VTT stats. I think if we have the ability to look
They
at those stats,
increased.
Druid would be last. I mean, because I remember when
for Fantasy Grounds before 2018, Druid was last.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yeah, and nobody wants to play a
dead
Druid.
last
You want
by
to play a
lot.
druid? No, get out.
But
No
Druids
for
are
you.
so...
Here's how many thousand fighters there are. Here's how many thousand sorcerers and wizards and stuff. And there's 7 druids.
You know,
Like,
I
it
used
was
to say
drastic.
in my world, druids are very, very rare, very, very rare. You got to be able to make a character out of
Yeah.
every one of your shape changers. Out of every wild shape, you got to make a character.
So there's McClancy's.
There's a lot
There's
more.
almost 3,000 people who have said, and I mean, probably is with the amount of shit we give away for free. That probably is 3,000.
2,600.
Yeah,
There's a lot more druids.
That's the number of people who have said, "Oh, I'll play a druid because it's so easy." I mean, the name of the thing literally is called one-click druid. You can take your character sheet, make one click, and change all your stats, the token, and everything. I mean, we've done so many shows on it. You guys can go back and look at the other shows or the video on the actual DM's Guild page. It is amazing. But it just goes to show you that is the number one, no matter how I rank this list, either copies sold or by per week, since 2018, it's still number one. Either way I switch the list. So let me go back to sales.
Unless you had your caveat of got to add 760.
Right, like if I add 780, yeah. If I add 780, well, and then, yeah, I should, but the reason I don't is because the medals don't show up that way on the, that's what screwed me when DM's Guild changed. So they basically added bundle functionality in July of 18. And then I switched everything. And then, everything before that was screwed. Or it might have even been July of 17. I can't even keep track of the years anymore, you guys. I don't know what the hell's going on. So let's see. Let's do column B by reverse order. Boom. There you go. Back to this. So yeah, 2501 is what you need for platinum. So 2 more sales. Wait a minute. What is that? Feats? Let's check the sales from today and see if any feats have sold. Let's refresh it. No, you don't refresh it that way. You refresh it down here like this.
To respond to the questions and comments from BR Gemnet and Shimbarchi, they don't give me any official credit on a page anywhere, but what they do is they've spoken with me a lot more about like what's coming up, and like it's basically kind of invited me much more into the behind the scenes side of things. And it also kind of gives me a heads up of like, future things that they may or may not be releasing, things like that. I've also been in conversations where I'm like, hey, have you thought about this and that? And they're like, well, next quarter we're working on something else, but then after that, we'd like to have a conversation with you. Like I feel more involved with the back end side of things. And it's kind of like the fact that they're using my ideas and stuff and implementing them. One, I don't have to maintain that. And 2, it kind of like solidifies the fact that I've done something that's actually helping people and improving things, which is really where I started from with all this. Is really, I was like, hey, I want to play a druid, and I dropped in on one of Rob's streams, and I was like, how do you guys play a druid? And they're like, you make 50,000 character sheets. And I'm like, screw that.
That's right. That's how you do it. And having Team Twohy and having people like Diablo Bob and Maticuri on the team has really legitimized our production of for sale items. And Super Teddy has been that's Dominic. He works for Smiteworks. He's a developer there. He's been in our Discord for probably a couple years at least. And although he fought it for quite some time, John Gregory, who is Moon Wizard, who is the co-owner with Doug Davison, is a kind of a full-on participant, or sort of maybe a 3/4 participant, but full-on lurker in our Discord now as well. He's been on the show before, and And I've met him in person, and when I worked with Smiteworks as one of their social media managers, I know him, but he just didn't really kind of hang out in our Discord. And he's got enough to do. He's got enough Discords and forums to hang out on, believe me. But he's sort of now, you'll see him pop in and answer questions over here, especially in the Dev Talk or the Dev Talk or new to FG Help. You'll see him in here sometimes answering questions and participating. And
bam, right there.
There he is right there. Boom. But Super Teddy is quite the participant. I get, I'll get a PM from him directly now and again, which is odd because I sort of leave myself out. Like if you look at my Discord, see all these rooms here that are grayed out. I don't even go in there and read any of this stuff. These are all for those particular developers and individuals to handle
unless
on their
we ping
own.
you.
Unless I'm pinged, yeah. So I won't go into anything. Product updates isn't really, that's just a channel that has a couple things in it that are sort of permalinks. There's no discussion in there. This is the whole channel. But Dev Talk down through Z-Lab stuff, I don't even read unless I'm pinged. And then Kent Stench's outsource and lighting codes suggestions, I only go in and read those if somebody makes an update, right? If somebody goes in and types something in there, I'll update it. But usually the bottom line of these two rooms says everything above this line's been updated. Please read the pinned message. And I go and I tell people, don't type in here, don't put in here unless you're officially making an update or whatever. So anyway, that's what's going on the Discord. But yeah, critically awesome essentials and one-click Druid and which comes with it, and one-click more and DM's tools. You can't go wrong with these three. There isn't a number 4 yet, is there, Bob? That's it for now, right?
I think my favorite.
There is not.
Okay.
My favorite feature before I started doing milestones was the one that puts the XP in the XP thing. That was so stupid when I first started playing Fantasy Grounds, and it didn't do that. I'm like, why doesn't it do this?
Right.
And Bob's like, here, I'll make it happen. Okay, to do it now.
Yeah, the adding the encounter and then putting that into the party sheet and stuff. That was the first real big quality of life thing that I put in there. And then I was like, oh, well, I could also do this and this. And then Drake's like, hey, here's 15 more ideas. And then watching Rob and every time during the pickup groups, there'd always be some situation where he's like, well, I don't know why it is like that, but we have to do this. It doesn't quite make much sense, but we got to do it in this order. And that would kind of trigger me to go, oh, well, I can make it one step easier. That was kind of a lot of the quality.
It's so funny how I got this reputation as a coder, with my fingers in the air quotes coder, because I did the spell and I did those 4 now famous coding modules that were just extreme extrapolations of the wiki. I just took the time to, I took the 1,000 hours or whatever it was. That's not even an exaggeration. That's a literal term. I think it was 1,000 hours to develop those 4, and then plus another few hundred hours to do the items from the DMG. But it wasn't until Diablo Bob and Matt Akiri came along, and then subsequently other people like Priest and Troy and Kent and everybody, they actually did programming. They actually did XML, Lua, back-end fucking crazy shit that is not even in my wheelhouse. The last time I did anything with programming was I learned BASIC in the late 70s when I was at a 11-year-old.
Go to 10.
Yeah, go to 10. That's it. And I did sophisticated stuff. I wrote an entire a working Monopoly game. For my senior project in high school, I wrote on a basic machine, on a TRS-80 Model 4 Radio Shack computer. I wrote a working roulette game with graphics and everything. And so that was pretty sophisticated for 1983, but I basically haven't done anything programming wise for 40 years.
The closest I can get to that is I could type boobies on my calculator.
Boobies. It's upside down. But people, I got this because there's no other good way to explain it or to call it something to sell it. I called it the codings, but that kind of implies that I'm a coder, which I'm absolutely not and have never been, and at least not for 40 years doing stuff that people don't even recognize. I mean, any employee in their late 20s, 30s, or 40s right now, if you said basic language to them, unless they had read a book about it, they wouldn't have a fucking clue what you're talking about. But it's people like Bob who actually know how to do shit, and it blows my mind. Like, I can go into an XML file, I can go into a module and fix a thing, or find an error that I know is an error and change it, or know enough to know that, hey, that semicolon is missing, or hey, the bracket is missing. Like, I can do that, but I can't write a thing. Like that thing where Celestia and I made the Rob Twohy XP thing. I was basically
just you two, right?
Huh?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, I always thought it was you, but it was
there.
Celestian.
Yeah,
And
it was
I was
me and
basically
Celestian.
who was it? Celestian and who?
And me.
Oh, it was
And
you.
Bob.
Oh, yeah. I always thought you keep saying
You
you weren't
always
there.
forget that.
I w-
You always
I
say
was
one
there.
or the other. You never,
I try to say that. I always think I say that you were there, and then you tell
forget
me no, I
Celestia.
wasn't there. But you guys basically hand walked me through that, and I did not comprehend or retain any of that. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
I'm
But,
actually curious about something. Can you open up your combat tracker quick?
Yeah.
Can you add an NPC?
Yeah. Ronnie, Bobby, Mickey, and Mike. Let's see. It's supposed to be
You got to load up a module.
Ronnie, Bobby, Mickey, and Mike.
Billy Joe Bob.
Maybe the Monsters Manual.
I gotta. It's the first time I've played that sound on stream. I can't wait to do it. I've been waiting for Robin, but she's never.
I had a
Okay.
stream on. I didn't hear it.
Monster Manual. It was on stream.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Robin's always here.
Fuck you.
You know, Rob, when I first started Fantasy Grounds, thinking back, and the effects coding was, I got it a little too soon in my DM experience, and I never ever learned how to do any kind of coding. So you guys just type parentheses this that, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that shit. I just drag and drop it.
Well, it's funny, Drake, that you mentioned that, because part of my it's a very minor part of it, but still a part of it, that a sales pitch for people is to get my codings so that if you have homebrew stuff, or if you're doing stuff that isn't part of the normal what's already been coded, you can sort of deconstruct those things between that and looking at the wiki, the Fantasy Grounds wiki, which shows you how to do those codes. You can make your own. So if you got a special spell that's never been invented, or you just made it up, you can go code it out. And
Who
just
does
by a few people have actually
yeah.
they've said, hey, if it wasn't for those, I would have never learned how to do it. But they have a willingness that you obviously don't have.
So if you're
Yes, exactly. I'm willing to DM anytime. I don't want to make shit like that though.
Yeah.
I'll DM. I'll be the
Right.
perma DM. I'm okay with that.
So if you right click on the NPC, what does the radio button show? I did leave it in. Okay.
What? Yeah, your roll individual initiatives is right there.
Yep.
DM magic, what?
That's something that I forgot to comment out. So that's a feature that I've been working on pretty heavily, is a addition to DM tools to basically allow you to share like pets and etc. And it also will let you share NPCs with specific players.
That's pretty sweet. That is sweet. I never saw it. I never look at this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that one I meant to comment out because it was supposed to be a feature that I was going to add to, or add in, and just kind of be like, okay, here's the new DM tools module, and that was just going to be kind of like an Easter egg. But I forgot to comment out that part.
Roll individual initiative. I like it.
Is that
Yeah.
That's part of DM tools, right?
That is roll initiative.
Yeah.
Roll initiative for the NPC, individual NPCs or whatnot.
I use it a lot actually.
It
When
is
I
one of the
remember to
most
roll
commonly
initiatives.
It is one of the most commonly used ones. Like if you're in the middle of a combat and you add in another NPC, it's like they don't roll the initiative. So, and then this DM spell tools or spell tokens, that's actually part of DM tools as well. So, what those buttons up there are is if they're all, or say if the NPC or whoever's currently in the combat tracker, whoever's turn it is, if you click like randomly like 10 feet, it will choose all targets within 10 feet and choose a random one and have that be the target. And it'll work for both NPCs and PCs.
Holy shit! I didn't even know. See, my problem is I haven't DM'd
Wait,
for
what?
like 4 years, so I don't
Wait,
know all this shit.
if you charm somebody, or if you're trying to decide, okay, which one of these three should I
Okay,
choose?
let's
you can just
we're
click the
gonna
button.
let's just
I'm loading
we're gonna
Fantasy
see
Grounds up
this.
right now. Wait, what?
We're gonna see
I
this.
don't
Give me a
believe you.
map. Give me a
This
fucking
is something.
map.
This is real.
Give me
Yeah.
a map. I need a map. Oh, is this alleyway? Is that a thing? Yeah. Okay, let's do this one.
That's why I want to do DM tools, because it's got all these little nooks and crevices in it that you're like, what? It does what? Wait,
It does a lot of stuff.
I
Okay.
know.
So I'm
So
gonna
drag
clear
everybody to
off. I'm gonna delete all tokens. I'm gonna bring on these tokens.
Tommy, Bobby, Gina, and Bobby. Tommy, Bobby. Where did we
Ronnie,
get this
Bobby,
name?
Mickey, and Mike.
Bobby, Gina, Tommy.
Now, the key for
So
the targeting is it has to be their turn.
okay, so I'm gonna go here, and it is the acolyte's turn.
So, how far
make
away
sure
are
he's
the possible
visible.
targets?
Why can't I? There we go.
40,
So-
5, 10, 15.
Let's go here. Let's get rid of that. Let's
Maybe
just-
60.
Okay, so now I'm gonna hit
260.
random targets. What do I do?
It randomly targeted
just-
Tommy.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah.
Gina, Bobby, Tommy. Oh my god, that's just
It
amazing.
randomly targets. So that way, if like you're in a thing where you're like, okay, I have 3 targets that are in melee, you can click 5 feet, and it just will randomly select one.
You know,
So that way-
I got into so much in the habit of just rolling a d6. You guys probably see me shadow who's going to hit.
Yep.
I can do that. Damn it! I need to start practicing.
So what's all this to add a? What is all this then?
So that's actually for the DM spell tokens. So you can either add your own custom one, and it's sort of like just like adding a spell token to a spell on a character sheet. Additionally, you can actually open up one of your spell codings and drop it on there,
Okay, so
but you have to load your module for spell.
yeah, I'm looking to see if I can just get any, just anything, right?
Now give it a name.
Bob. Zero
No.
Bob.
Go ahead and click the. Well, let's make it a targeting token. So check the target on the right. Click the little spyglass for fun.
Ooh.
Now we can choose like
Buttons.
make it a large token, or if you want, you can change from size to measure. Make it like a 20-foot radius. And then your light. So you can use token light. You'll have to check it to use token light, and then you can say bright to say 20 feet, dim to 30. Then you're going to click save. Yeah, you can do flash or whatever you want. Click save. There you go. You can close that down now.
And in the spell description, everybody within this spell says the Fonzie. Hey!
Now, go ahead and drop the token.
Where's
From
the
the-
spell description? I don't see that.
No, I was
Yeah.
joking.
Oh, you
It
were
was
joking.
a
Okay.
joke.
So if you drop it onto the map, it'll resize, and your token on your window will become a targeting button. So
Yeah.
if you click the targeting button, it'll target for whoever's turn it is.
Nice.
Oh, look, it targeted himself. 'cause
Targeted
he was
myself.
within the range.
All right, that's you guys. This is so powerful. How much is this, Bob?
Yeah.
$95. It should be.
I believe that was
it's-
just a $10 module,
What the
resource
fuck?
module.
Yeah. It's been
Um,
$10 since it started, and it was like one thing, and then it was two
I keep
things, and
adding
then
to
it's
it
three things.
here and there.
Yeah, we need to raise the
It's
price
just-
because I raise the price on my stuff when I add stuff to it. We need to definitely.
Now, for fun, go ahead and load up your spell coatings.
Okay.
And I forget if you have to load token modules now, like for the spell tokens module. I don't think
I don't
for
know.
assets.
Just didn't have
No,
it.
I think they have to
haven't
just
loaded
be
it,
in
think.
your. I think they just have to be
Okay.
in your library. We can check on that.
Well, go to your. Here's a good way to check. Go to your spells. Grab Fireball from your module.
Fireball!
And put it into here, into this thing?
Yeah, just drop it in there. The one with the equal.
What the fuck?
Yeah, already has everything set. Has the token ready to go.
So if I'm the DM and I go, okay, this acolyte's going to cast Fireball on you fuckers. Boom, bitches!
And target. Now, persist, what that means is it will target everything in the area, and it will leave the token there.
So you can see the combat trigger. You see it targeting.
There it is.
Yeah.
Tommy, Bobby, Mickey, and Mike.
Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
I'm going to get DMCA'd for that.
So, to get rid of it, then you just click persisting, or uncheck persist and click target again.
Nice.
Now, that will work for anyone whose turn it is. So, if somebody's having problems, like if they have a slow connection or whatever, and they're like, they point an arrow and they're like, I want to cast Fireball here, but I can't quite, make my circle.
And you know what you can do as a DM
you can drop it for them.
is, as a DM in every campaign, you can just go in here, type an equal sign, right? Because an equal sign is all the ones with the spell targetings. And you don't have a delete thing. You have to do it this way. But you can basically go.
I used to, but an update.
You can basically go and put in everything with a token, just load it up, and you're ready to go. And as a DM, they're all there. And so you can just go, oh, you got anti-magic field? Boom, ready to go right here like that. Ready to go. Boom, let's do it. Like that. That's amazing. I didn't even... I want a DM now because I didn't know all this stuff. I got to go through...
Can you make up individuals? Like, can I make up one for my Lich?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like individually, like can I have a Lich one and a Dragon one? Lich and Dragon. Can we?
Well, I mean, you
can
can add additional ones and just identify Lich and Dragon on it. You can have different tokens or effects.
So it's like a story entry kind of thing. How do you make separate?
Yeah, this
ones?
is only one instance of all this, so you'd have to go.
Yeah.
You'd have to
basically you just put a name on it.
Yeah, you'd have to go like for Lich, you'd have to put all L's in front like this,
or just put Lich on the thing. However, so are you asking like if you have a Lich and a Dragon on the map and you drop them for each?
No, I'm prepping and I want to add all these spells that they have, their spell tokens, to their NPC sheet or make a separate sheet for each of them.
So what he's saying is, so you've got this thing up here, right? This one and only list for the whole campaign. He wants it to be where you can have multiple instances of this and rename them and save them. I know Bob's brain right now is going,
Yeah. See, we're creating right now. See how shit like that happens with
now,
me?
just based on what we said, Bob, is that a 2 or 3 line fix, or is that a 17-month?
Oh no, that's not a 2 or 3 line fix. It's probably about.
That's
20
a big
lines.
thing. Yeah, it's
how many?
It's about 20 lines. It's not too hard of a thing. The main key thing is how do you want to, or like how do I want to initiate the linking? Do I want to like have a button that you drop on, or do you want?
Can you drop it onto your NPC sheet?
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking is like how do you trigger it and things like that? Because really the adding features like that is relatively easy, but figuring out how to integrate the trigger seamlessly is the hardest part. And making sure you're not stepping on other people's toes and causing errors that you're not looking at and stuff. So it's like that's kind of like where the art form of it comes in. So yes, that is possible. I could probably incorporate that as well.
No.
So let
Um,
me
as enough
ask
time.
the viewing
Incorporate it.
audience.
No, I think it should be a separate extension. What do you do?
This, yeah, don't, Bob. You could make so much more.
Create,
money.
don't update.
Kick you in the shin
Not
under the
only,
table.
not only, create, don't update. Not only that, but when you're updating shit, split it out. Like everybody, we charge $10 for this. How much do people in the chat think we should be charging for this? Somebody will write
$10.
$1. I need.
I think you should
$9.
charge $5.99 a feature, and then just go from there. Just break it all up into like 6 things.
You know what would be nice to do is, hey, it would be nice to do the subscription model like Fantasy Grounds does. Hey, you like this art? $50 a year. $15, McClancy said.
$10.
Who's that?
There's Robin.
What?
What? Robin's here.
What?
Oh my
What?
god.
I've been here the whole time. What are you guys doing?
No, you
Just
have
be quiet.
the whole time.
Oh, your Xfinity had you in invisible mode.
Oh my god, it's so bad. You guys.
Okay, wait a minute now.
Don't
I
get
have to go back
Comcast.
to
So you
Wait,
haven't
I
even
have to
covered
go
any
back.
of the
Where the
encounter
fuck-
stuff. You haven't covered.
you guys. Where the
There's
hell
still
is
more. Oh my
there's a
god.
lot
I just
more.
learned so much on this thing tonight. You should have been here, Robin.
I'm
physically.
sorry. You guys, I'm so sorry.
You can watch it though, because Rob posts these on what's that other streaming platform you
YouTube?
use, Rob?
Okay, here's
Yeah.
the ones I use. Ready? Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Steam.
I
But
mean,
you can
Twitter's
only
not a streaming
interact. You
platform,
can't
but-
interact on Steam and oddly Twitter. Twitter's like the most interactive place. You can't do the chat, but on Facebook or YouTube, you can do the chat.
Wait. You can stream on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now on Twitter.
On Twitter?
On Twitter, you want to see
That
it?
doesn't even make sense.
tweet.
Watch here. I'll show you. Let's go there. Let's go there, everybody. Let's go to the Twitter.
I didn't know
Twitter.com
Twitter had a live stream feature.
/ Rob Twohy, right? We're gonna go
Today
right
I
there.
learned.
I was today years old when I learned. I hate that. So here it is.
Today years old when I learned that you could target with.
Here it is. Here's the stream, and you
GM's
see that
tools.
That's
It's-
interesting.
it's happening. And look,
So-
pretty soon this will turn into the invisible or the infinity mirror going back and back and back, because it's gonna show. There it is. It's like delayed, like, and then now it's me, going back, me, doing me, like that.
What is that? That's now.
Twitterception.
It's like
It's
Quantum Leap.
Twitterception.
It's Quantum Leap.
All right,
Go back
humor
to then.
humor me, you guys. I wasn't here at the beginning. How are you guys doing?
Hey, oh Robin, you
Yeah,
missed it. We
doing
got the
good.
pictures from Washington
That's
D.C.
good.
I'm back
know,
from
I
my
saw.
globe trotting.
That's awesome. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. The
That's
train,
good.
you know, I could take the train out. I did it. It's an adventure, but
Wait, I got
You
16 notifications. Okay, I only look for the ones. I don't even pay attention unless they have a heart or a retweet thing on it. And I already did. Okay, that's it. Twitter closed. Elon Musk. It's over. Then we looked
we got to
at
continue. We're not done with DM's.
Right,
There's
right,
still
right.
more.
Yeah.
looking at all this.
I want to
stuff.
see all this fancy stuff.
I didn't
that
know this,
Bob
Robin. This
does.
is all brand new to me. This is crazy.
I know it's so cool, and like
You got to.
I don't DM anymore, so I don't get to use a lot of this stuff because my Saturday game ended. So
I think I told Robin when I first put in the random select or random targeting, and she like used it once, and she was like, "Oh, that's really cool." And I've never heard if she's used it ever since.
I know, but I was using it like during my Saturday game, but we just ended like a couple weeks ago, so I haven't been DMing for like maybe a month now.
Are you
give or
going to
take.
start another Saturday game?
Maybe. It depends. I really want to, and I have so like the group that I play with on Saturdays. Sorry for the diatribe here, but we've played games together since like 2015. Like it's a very long-term group, and we like do campaigns like off and on. So sometimes we'll take like a 2-month break and then start a new one or whatever. But right now there's like some scheduling issues and stuff like that. And so I'm not really sure, but I have 2 players from that game that will pretty much always play D&D. Like they're
Yeah.
always down. So and that would be my husband and then our good friend Bacon. And yeah, so I don't know. Like, do I want to run a game for just them or like invite new people to the game? You know, like I don't know. It's
Well,
all
you-
up in the air.
I always have like D&D with 2 players is like,
It's fun
Meh.
sometimes.
yeah, it can be fun, but then the other thing is
It's like playing Hungry Hungry Hippo.
I'm also like vehemently against more than 5 people as
Yeah,
players. Like, there's no way I can do it.
When we started this group, my long-term group, we originally had 8 players.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
a nightmare.
'Cause
and we did that for quite a while.
I
went to a
I
live
get
game
invited
with
to a lot of
14.
games, and how I get out of it most times is I go, "How many players?" And it's like, "Oh, and you and 7 other people." I'm out. Like, I can't. You know, you say you and 4 others or you and 3 others, I'll consider it. But
Yeah,
as
my
soon as they
cap
say
now
there's
is
6 or more players, no way.
5 players plus me. That's my
Yeah.
absolute cap. But I would prefer, I think, 4 players is
Yeah, I think the sweet spot is
sweet
4. 5 is great. 3 is okay.
Yeah, 3's all right.
6
I mean,
is
I would
not-
do 1 DM, 1 player. Like, I
Yeah,
don't give
there's
a
a
shit.
bunch of solo modules that you can do.
Went
one
to a
day on
live
multiplayer.
game with 14 players.
That's
Yeah,
and
that's
2 DMs.
ridiculous.
wild.
It was like wow. It was like I was like I don't think this is gonna happen.
Each round took 15 minutes.
Well, no, we had 2 DMs, so they were doing their own thing, and then the whole thing just changed. And my character, it was my first character. And these guys have been building up, like this group and that group have been playing together, you know, separately for a while now. And I just got introduced this night only as this like
Yeah.
good character. They're all bad,
Like,
and
I
I'm like the
went-
good guy. I'm like,
I went-
what?
So I have 2. So Celestian's saying you have an automated VTT and you can't handle more than 5 players. It's not that. It's the amount of wait time,
Yeah.
and also role playing gets too hectic if
Mhm.
6, 7 people are cross-talking. So
Yeah.
I had 2 bad experiences. One, until I learned my lesson, I had several bad experiences on Fantasy Grounds. Like, I used to be in games with like 6 people or 8 people and be like, no. But I went to this IRL game here, and this was about 4 years ago or so. And my friend begged me. He's like, "You got to come. It's a really great game. You got to come. You got to come." I'm like, whatever. And it was on like a Tuesday night or some night I could do it. So I'm like, fine. And so I get over there and I meet the DM and I meet the other players. And he goes, "Okay, we'll work you in." And I sat there for 4. And he goes, "Don't say anything until I bring your character in." I sat there for 4 hours while they played, and they never brought me in. And I was like, first of all, I said to the DM as I was leaving, I said, first of all, fuck you. And then I said to my friend, "I'll never come to any game you ever invite me to again." We're still really good friends. I go, and he goes, "Yeah." And then like we left and we went to dinner, and he goes, "I totally apologize." He goes, I have no earthly idea he was going to do that to you. And I was humiliated. I was fucking pissed off.
Why do you go back to Kevin's games, man?
No, it's not Kevin. It's not
Fuck
Kevin.
Kevin.
Fuck Kevin. It wasn't Kevin.
It's Kevin
though.
too.
Sorry
Kevin
for the
too now. We're gonna
tangent,
call it
by
Kevin
the
too.
way. I really do want to see what Bob's cooking.
Oh, this is all stuff that's been there and available, just sitting there.
Yeah,
letting people use it.
Robin. Every time
We're
this
just
is what I-
re-showing
You
it
know,
off.
I just had a
Newish features.
flashback of using that, Bob, like when you first came out with it. Now I'm like, oh yeah, I remember using it like a couple times, and then
You
I
use it a
forgot
couple
about it,
times, and then, yeah.
and started going back to my old habit of rolling a d6.
Let's give away a prize, everybody.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Has
Let's
Tigers
you know what?
released a new dice pack yet?
No.
Because
You
I
could-
still have a bet with chat, or a promise to chat.
Oh, what was it again? You'll give
That
them
if they release a dice pack that includes just like regular colors, like all the colors in the rainbow, basically, red, white, pink, like a pack that's more color universal.
Oh yeah,
I
you'll
would
you'll give
Gift
away
one to chat. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have to do that? Did they do that? What happened? I've been on a train.
I was just asking if there had been any new dice packs since
Oh,
I
okay.
made that comment.
Oh, I don't think so. They have spell effects.
Somebody
now.
in chat, like, I can be forgetful, so like I guess I'm saying, chat, it's okay if you guys hold me accountable to this promise. I'm just giving a reminder, that's all.
Everyone's
it is an
already
18
typing
plus
hash.
stream.
Everyone's using Diablo Bob and hasn't even started, and that's not even the word.
No. How about fuck yeah?
Fuck yeah!
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
yeah.
will never escape this, will I?
No.
So,
Fuck yeah.
exclamation point, fuck yeah, everybody.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
It's
It's like my
fine.
favorite one.
My
It's
favorite one,
fine.
though, is this one.
Motherfuck me.
You can, if you
Once-
listen closely to that,
The motherfuck me.
at the very, very tail end, you can hear a fraction of a second of me starting to laugh.
Motherfuck me.
It's okay. Once everybody found out that I did sound bites for Sirenscape, I get those a lot too now. I get to
Yeah.
hear those all the time. Fucking cat sounds and random shit. Like,
Oh, Robin, I'm getting a cat.
are you really?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
So-
what kind of cat?
I'll tell you, a
Gray
gray one.
Uh huh.
I
Do you know
asked,
what? breed?
so I'll tell the story. I'll give away the
Okay.
prize, and then I'll tell the story, and then maybe I'll
Sorry.
give away another prize. If you listen to my cat
love
story, I'll give
cats.
away a second prize.
Ooh.
Okay, the first prize goes to Fire M.
Fire
Fire M.
'em.
Fire 'em.
Fire 'em.
Fire 'em. That's probably more likely. How do we say your name? Type out Fire.
Fire
Okay,
M.
there we go. So I believe you won in March, so you should know what to do. PM me in Discord and say you won.
There's a
and
slide.
What do you want?
There's a slide.
And there's a slide. Thank you.
There's
Jake.
a
Oh my
slide,
God,
Rob.
there's a-
Yep.
There's a slide. Hold on. This is the slide right here, like this.
I was there when you
So-
made it.
Choose your prize. This got made like about 3 weeks ago, and it should have been made like 4 years ago. If you win a prize, number 1, choose your prize from DM's Guild or the Forge. No packages, please. 2, send Rob a PM in Discord. Diablo Bob wants the slide to be shown if you type prize with an S.
Oh, that would be really good.
You could.
3,
Or make it a
include
redeemable.
the item you wish, and I need your email from the DM's Guild if it's for that, or your FG forum name if it's for the Forge. Do this now. Don't wait. Do it now.
Well, you
All
know
right,
you
here's-
get DM's tools.
here's the cat
right?
story.
DM's tools. That's a good buy.
So nobody redeemed
Yeah.
it, but I'm gonna show it anyway. So nobody redeemed it. Here's the street cam. So over on the left, so like you can see the tree that has red color in it.
It's
Mhm.
fall.
And right, so there's a cul-de-sac there. So in that cul-de-sac earlier today, there was a Halloween get together for
There
the
we go.
neighborhood, and I got like there was kids in costumes and dogs and and I got cider. Anyway, Winak renamed this in the street camp. So they were talking about my neighbor who lives in the house. If you look like where the light pole is straight on, you see like a doorway lit up back there. That's Tyler's house. And he built a fireplace that is like a faux fireplace, but it's like 10 feet long, and it's like one of those fire pit things you see in restaurants.
Oh, yeah, those are
And-
cool.
Yeah, and he ran a water pipe to it from his bathroom, and so it actually puts steam out. So it's like a humidifier.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really cool. And they were
Fancy.
explaining it to me, right? And I go over there, I go, show me this. And he goes, so I go in their house, and he's showing it to me. And I'm standing there, and then Danielle, his wife, sitting on the couch, and she's got like Theraflu, and she's like got a Kleenex that she's touching to her nose. And I go, oh, you're not feeling well. I'm so sorry. And she goes, well, it's a hangover. So it was funny. And
At least it's
they-
not contagious.
they had, yeah, I was like, I was like, I got to get out of here. So they had a cat, and I was petting the cat, Dora, and I just said, matter of factly, oh yeah, I was thinking about getting a cat. And she goes, oh really? Come with me. So it turns out I didn't even know this, but part of what she does, she's like a volunteer shelter person.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we go in the bathroom and there's like 2 kittens in there. And I'm like, oh no. And then she picks one up and she reaches for my cider. She goes, let me have that. And she hands me a cat. She's like forcing this cat on me. And I'm holding this little gray kitten, and it looks up at me like, okay, you take me home now. And I was like, ah, fuck.
Oh.
And so I had previously been researching I had previously been researching like automatic litter, this and
Yeah,
that, right?
litter robot. I
like
want
this-
one
yeah.
so fucking
So
bad.
I come home and I order the fucking litter robot 4 and the automatic feeder, and they had said to me, they go, you're going to adopt this cat. And okay. And I'm like, okay. And like what? And then they said to me, they'll be ready in a couple of weeks or so. And I said, what do you mean by ready? And they go, well, we have to, they have to get spayed and neutered and whatever. And I'm thinking, in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, great, go ahead, do that. And
I think
so I ordered this tonight.
Name him Droop. He can go, Master, Master, in the middle of the night.
Master.
Meow, Master.
No, but you get the automatic feeder, so they don't wake you up at 5 fucking a.m. to get fed. So
get you a little squirt gun.
Kitty cam. Yeah, there'll be kitty cam.
Get you a little squirt gun, Rob. That'll help you train them.
Well, I don't know. I gotta read some stuff.
You want
I
me
gotta
to
read about cats.
ruin
But anyway,
your whole life?
I ordered this thing tonight, and it said 5 to 7 weeks delivery. So, I don't know if Tyler. So I texted them, and I said, okay, 5 to 7 weeks. Let me see. Did Tyler even text me back? Let's look.
Rob, you should ask the lady if you can have both of the cats.
Really?
And I'm going to explain why.
All right. Robin's going to tell me why I'm now getting 2 cats.
Veterinarians the world over will tell you cats do better in pairs, especially sibling pairs.
Okay.
So they will play with each other. They will cuddle each other. And in fact, it will make your life easier because they'll have each other as a social pair, right? And they won't be as destructive, believe it or not. Cats are, in fact, as social, if not more social, than dogs are. You can Google this. It's true. But
yes, you can name them frickin' Frack.
Also, if they're siblings, they won't fuck each other, right? Isn't that? Is that the House of the Dragon?
That is not true. If they are male and female, they will fuck each other, regardless if they are siblings, mother, son. Yeah, they don't.
Spay or neuter your pets.
But
sort of like my family. Yes. Okay, sorry.
I have a boy cat and a girl cat, and we just got them fixed.
Spayed or neutered.
So
I still want
dry humping your siblings, okay? I just
yeah, if it's House of the Dragon, it's
a cat eat cat world,
It's a
but no, yeah, it's actually really, really good for their emotional well being or whatever. You can fucking say it's hoo ha all you want, but it's true. And cats actually live longer if they have a friend, a cat friend, a mate.
Fortunately, the other one's been adopted already, so.
No.
That's unfortunate.
So I just texted Tyler. I said, "Are these cats siblings?" He never texted me back from the first time.
You should name your cat Who.
Who?
What's your cat's name? Who? Your cat? Yeah, Who.
Oh, so Robin, you asked me like what kind of cat is it, and they're like mixed
Moggies. Oh yeah, Moggies.
Well, so and they're not like pedigreed paperwork and everything.
Right.
So
right.
I asked Danielle. I go, so when
Moggies.
my friends ask me what kind of cat do I have, what do I say? And she said the gray one, and I said okay.
The gray one. Are they long-haired or short-haired or?
I mean, I don't even know. They're
they have hair. He knows they have hair.
They do have hair
because it's gray. It's gray.
Yeah, I'm like a cat whisperer, man. I love cats. I've had cats my whole life.
One of my friends had a cat named CAT.
Cat?
CAT.
Oh, CAT.
So this is this is maybe close to what's happening.
Okay, is it all gray or does it have like a little white?
No, it's got like a white. My memory is so bad, and it's only been like 2 hours ago that I saw the cat. But it's either got a white face or a white chest.
It's a kitten still too, so it's sometimes hard to.
This fur pattern you're looking at.
This cat looks
van.
like fuck you, man. Fuck
It'd
you.
be like a silver van. That's their coat color there.
I'm gonna have
They're related to a lion. That's what they look like when they want to get fed in the
tabby
morning.
Van.
Anyway,
that's how close to your face they get when they want to be fed in the morning.
This robot
tuxedo cats are.
So this thing, mine's black.
Pattern.
It's this one. It's 22 inches wide, which is too wide. That's almost 2 feet, which is too wide to fit between the space where my clothes dryer and the wall is.
You're still showing the street cam on.
Oh, am I? Oh my god!
You sure are.
Stupid. This whole time, you guys haven't seen anything I've been showing.
We were looking at kitty cats.
See, mine's black right here. Yep, right next to the.
I want a litter robot.
Because I have to go here to see what I'm showing, and I always forget. Okay, so let me go back. Let me show.
Sorry.
So enthralled with what you're showing us, we didn't even.
Here's
look at
the cat,
screen.
not that one. This one.
Cat.
This is the cat that I was. This is explaining. But anyway, this thing here. This automatic litter thing. See, the reason I haven't had a pet in so many years is my liver doctors told me you can't pick up dog poop or change kitty litter. You're not allowed to do that. It's too much for your immune system, too risky.
Or toxoplasmosis
Yeah.
stuff.
So, but since this is an automatic thing and it puts it all into a garbage bag, it's not really any worse than just taking out the regular garbage.
Yes. And another thing, Rob, I'll tell you about that is you don't have to buy the Litter Robot brand tray liners for the bottom. They're like trash bags, basically.
Yeah, I
you
did.
can just
it comes
buy
with,
like
right.
10-gallon trash bags
exactly.
at Walmart.
I already got some that I use for my waste paper baskets at my house.
Yeah,
exactly. It comes with 3. But anyway, so then,
Rob, just don't use it yourself, okay? It'd be.
And you can always
I'm
wear
out.
a mask even while you're just
I
emptying
could.
the tray bin part of it.
Or just have the house cleaner. Like, I don't know how often I'd have to empty it, but if it's every 2 weeks, I'd have the house cleaner do it.
Yeah,
Drunken
like when I was
peeing in the cat box is not fun.
when I was
want to
pregnant,
see that shit clump. I'm peeing in there.
you're not supposed to change cat litter when you're pregnant, so I would just pop a mask on and wear gloves.
Yeah.
Like it's basically the same thing, you know.
So this is 22 inches wide and it's 29.5 inches tall. So that's pretty tall. That's like 2.5 feet or almost 2.5. But anyway, because I was thinking like, where am I going to put this?
Do you have a laundry room?
Yeah, but it won't fit in there because in the laundry room is a washer and a dryer, and the space left over is about 16 inches, and this is 22 inches. So
I see.
Won't fit in there.
Yeah, mine's in my laundry room.
I
You
could
could also
put
put maybe your bathroom if you have a bigger.
Yeah, but also I
bathroom.
could just put it's an odorless like thing. I could just put it out in the living room for anywhere, you know.
You
wherever.
could.
Yeah, under the TV.
It's just gonna have some litter
Yeah.
droppings around.
I
it when the
prefer to
cats
put
are
it
out.
somewhere where you can sweep
So
around
make sure,
it.
yeah, make
Right,
sure
I
your
might
robot
put it
can get
in
it.
the.
Your robot can get it.
I got a Roomba. I got the Roomba.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's you're set, man.
Yeah, just so you make sure your Roomba maybe can get behind it and keep
Does-
the cables up.
VR.
What are you
Gem
gonna
that
name
wants
your
me to put it
kitty?
in
Is
the
it a
lo-
boy or a girl?
I don't know.
I want him to
Please-
name him Droop because master.
Yes. Then if you get both of them, you could name the other one like what was the name of the dwarf from Lost Mines of Fandelver? What was his name?
Gundren.
Gundren.
No,
Gundren Rockseeker.
Kirk and Spock. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good one. I have Bahamut and Tiamat. So
Yeah, I remember you got dragons.
it's so easy to
my
name
buddy-
a pair of cats.
My buddy
Have
Weed
you-
Whacker named his cats Frickin' Frack after NPCs in one of my campaigns. It's like
Aw.
25
Call it
years ago.
Tabaxi. So I'm
Tabaxi,
probably
that's
going to be
good.
getting these. Let's see. Let's look at the calendar, shall we? Let's look at it right now.
That's so cute, Drake.
So
Freaking frack.
November 1st.
It was an
it's-
elf and
it's-
it was an elf and a dwarf, and
so
they sold
1,
magical
2,
items.
3, 4.
That's
So
awesome.
December. I'm
We have a
gonna
dog.
Get them probably early to mid-December,
Oh, nice.
and so they'll be
Christmas
already grown
presents.
because cats grow up in 3 weeks.
Yeah, they do grow pretty quick.
No, the nice thing about cats is they're almost automatically potty trained. Almost.
Oh yeah, you like if they don't come to you already potty trained, you know how easy it is to potty train them. They don't even have to need to go to the bathroom. You just put them in the box. You take their 2 front paws in the clean box, and you just move their 2 front paws in a digging motion, and then they're like, "Oh, this is where I go to the bathroom," and then they fucking do it. Like it's amazing.
Well,
They're
It's the
so
first
good at
spot
it.
that you take them when you've entered the house with them.
Yep.
And then
You take
in the
'em directly
robot
to the
thing,
You just do the
put 'em-
diggy motion, and then they're
just
like,
put them
"Oh, I
in the
can do it."
robot and put some tape over the front and turn it on, and they'll freaking get used to it really quick.
this is the roller coaster or the Ferris wheel here. This is what you like.
Put it in clean mode, and they'll get used to it really quick.
This is happy fun time.
And
All
then
right, well, I'm bouncing all over the place here. Let's
and
go
then we
back
can
to-
record it, and you can use it on stream. Bag of cats.
So anyway,
I
that's
think
the
this is
cat.
what happened to that random targeting feature.
Let's give away another prize.
Sorry, Bob.
Let's give away another prize.
Yeah, you're good.
So we already
You're
got
good.
Fry.
I
I
have-
think
I
I
have a
haven't
cat,
gotten to finish talking about your stuff.
Fry Master's
I'm
already
fine,
sent
fine.
me.
I should have just stayed away. Every time I come, I derail the show.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's give
No,
away
you
another
good.
prize. I usually give away 2 tonight.
Because then I always get like awesome clips.
You're giving away
That's
another
true.
prize. All
I say
right.
wild shit.
Everybody get your price typing fingers in.
So this one's gonna be different. This one's gonna be fuck no.
Fuck no.
We don't have. Oh man, clip that.
Oh,
You missed it.
And we can clip it.
No,
oh,
no,
it's
no, I
on
can clip it
stream.
and I'll
What are you
bring it
talking
back.
about? It's on stream. Just marker. Just go marker. What are they?
Motherfucker.
Marker.
Me.
That's on the internet forever, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
All right, so type in exclamation fuck no, everybody, if you want to win a prize. I know it's counterintuitive. You're typing no, but you want a prize. And then
This is an adult stream, and if you accidentally got here somehow and that offends you, then fuck you.
first of all, yes.
Yeah.
First
See you
of all,
later.
Right.
only words can only offend you if you let them. Words are just words. They're just sounds coming out of our throats. They're not. If you're offended, I don't know. I was a comedian, so it's hard for me to sympathize with anybody who's offended.
You
by-
still are a little bit, Rob. You still qualify
Thank
for
you. Thank you so
it
much.
a little
Thank you.
bit.
I acknowledge
Sometimes.
it.
Depends on how much cider you've had.
None.
I shall call my cats Fiona Meowington and Percival Fuzzworthy. That shall
Aw.
not be
That's
worthy.
very good.
I like it, high jumper.
Percival.
All right, the other prize winner,
Percival.
you guys,
I like that one.
You could call them
Is-
Elminster and Dritzt.
Thelgor.
Mike-
I honestly probably won't do a D&D themed.
Oh, lame. We can't be friends.
No,
Thelgor.
but Star Trek, Robin, you got to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Star
okay,
Trek
that's-
hit
I'll
me
accept.
before D&D.
That is an acceptable alternative.
Star
as
Trek hit
is
me probably when I
Lord of
was
the Rings.
4 or 5 or 6 years old, and I'll say 6 years old, and D&D didn't hit me till I was 15. So there's a whole decade before.
All right. Star Trek is acceptable. Lord of the Rings names also acceptable.
Not
like
acceptable.
Aragorn and Arwen, Frodo and Bilbo. Those are great pet names. What
No,
are
I
you
know,
talking
but
about?
I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings, really.
Okay.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna name them all as characters out of Princess Bride.
I
Oh,
think
that's
you should
the
wait and
worst.
see how they act. And
That
they
is
go,
the worst.
It's the worst.
Princess Bride.
My name is Inigo Montoya. Oh, here's my cats, Inigo and Montoya.
There you go. I would maybe do that. Here's the thing.
Buttercup.
In the spirit of both Star Trek and Dr. Seuss, I'm gonna name them Tribble 1 and Tribble 2.
I like how you're already committed to getting both of them. This
I'm
is
getting
great.
both of them. Yeah.
I'm so
Oh, did he
happy
text
for
me
you.
back?
And I'm
Oh,
happy for
here's-
your kitties.
Here's dang, that is a while. Yep, they are. Oh, I'm being told I should get both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they have a playmate, they have a cuddle mate. That way, sometimes if you're like, hey cats, I don't want to pay attention to you, they have each other to fucking
Right?
have each other.
And then I can give them a speech about I don't have anybody else. I just have only me. So you're lucky, bitches.
So one of them you can name Montoya Montega, and the other one named Fezzik, which was Andre the Giant's name. In
I have
Princess
come
Bride.
for your soul. All
You
right.
should figure out, you should ask what their genders are, if they know the gender of the cats already.
Oh.
Sometimes it's
That'll
hard
help
to
you pick
see
names.
when they're kittens. You're like, I don't know if
Yeah, it
that's
just
a
depends on
snack or-
like how old they are. If they're like 3 weeks or older, you could probably tell. Maybe 4 weeks.
Oh, maybe, yeah, they might. I asked him what the genders are. I don't know him. I mean, he's my neighbor, but I don't know that I know him well enough to be texting him 14 times in a row.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah,
You're gonna
that's
love
what,
it.
That's what Birdie said, my other old neighbor, who's also my house cleaner and my pest control.
Cats are awesome.
So, okay, Briar Gemmet. Okay, so Thelgor
Diantos.
won.
Let's
Hey, by the
finish
way,
it.
Thelgor, if you don't know what to do, this is what you do right here. This is a prize slide right here,
Oh, yeah.
which I'll remember to take off when I start showing things on stream. I hope this.
Fuck.
What's going on?
That's why Bob was quiet.
What happened?
He already soundbited me saying fuck no.
Oh, nice. Bob, send that to me. I don't have any more spaces on my sound
Bob
thing.
said-
I'm gonna have to give up something. Oh. Well, Rob, I'm gonna save that one because I want to do that during our Wednesday.
And Rob, after you get your kitties, if you need any help whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me anytime. If you're like, hey, my cats are doing this weird thing or whatever, like, what does it mean? I
Okay,
will help you 100%, whatever it is.
cool.
I think I'm going to
Thank
change
you. I
the
appreciate
Nelson on my table from Nelson to that one. Because I have Nelson go, the ha when the halflings roll the reroll ones.
that. Yeah.
I'm gonna have it do that. Fuck no. Fuck no.
All right. What? Okay, we don't need to look at this count anymore. Okay.
DM tools, we still haven't finished. There's still like
Are we
6
still
more
on DM
things.
tools? We finished.
Did we?
I don't know.
We saw the one window.
We saw the one window. Here's these big red dice, and they give you a percentage dice right at the end.
Centhouse, yeah, I love it.
You used to have to click on the.
Did you buy any dice packs yet, Bob? Rob?
Yeah, I
Bob,
bought
Rob,
all of them.
it is.
Mhm.
I haven't bought
Somebody-
any yet.
I bought all of them in the
Okay.
metaverse.
But
Fuck,
I
I'm
am
not
buying
those
them.
You
I bought
can't
them
even click. You can't even right click the D10 anymore and choose percentage. You just have to choose the percentage dice here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Why would
Anyway.
you? It's like
Wait,
work.
can I roll
It's like more
20
work.
percentage dice? Why would you do that? That's interesting.
Because you got a
Ticket.
table. You want.
Nice.
2,000%.
So this is 813 gold pieces worth of percentage dice. I don't know
This
why
one
it has
guy,
it.
the very first time I went to his house to game, he had you know how a lot of. Just
Oh, there was a
D&D
question earlier.
Okay, well, hold on a second. He had a lot of dice. He had like, a lot of. We all have dice, right? We all have like 1,000 dice. But he had this dice. He had this dice pile on his. And he goes, and he very, very like matter of fact, no comedy voice or anything. He goes, okay, he's attacking Rob's character. That's a hit. And he picked up like 20 dice and threw them on the table. This is the damage, and I fucking flipped out. I don't know. It was funnier if you were there, but anyway, what's the question?
Okay, Clancy asked. Sorry, scrolling. When Clancy said, "How do you tell what things you don't own now?" Wait, hang on.
He was asking
mean
about
like
how do
You
you
mean
tell
like a
which
1966 Cherry Mustang that I don't own now? How do you tell? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
what?
He's more
Okay,
trying to
some
figure out
older
what do you
things on
own on
DM's
DM's
Guild
Guild.
and also on the Forge, or in other words, yeah, he wants to know how can he tell if things he's already bought on the DM's Guild are now only available on the Forge, or vice versa. Whatever.
Well,
That makes sense.
yeah, one way you can tell is if you go to the DM's Guild and search for a product. Like let's.
Oh,
Like,
he's saying no,
what-
not that.
Your list of extension
I asked
files
him
and
correctly.
stuff that shows if what's on the guild and what's on the forge.
You have a public spreadsheet, don't you?
Yeah, there
that
is a spreadsheet. So
Oh, this. Okay, so
I'm sorry, McClancy, I misunderstood. What new things are on the Forge that were never on DM's Guild? That was his question. He clarified in chat. I'm sorry, McClancy.
Okay,
read
yes, you
incomprehension.
can tell that. So this is a public document. You can come to this document I'm looking at now, and you can't edit it, but you can look at it and you can sort it. So what you can do is sort the data by range and choose
C.
Location.
C location, and then date. And let's see what we get here. So all of the items that are on the Forge after July 25th means they were July 25th, 21 was the day we loaded up all the original ones. So that's these. So anything after that is these. And there's quite a
These
few.
would be Forge originals. Maybe, I wonder, maybe we could put like an asterisk or something to denote the ones that were migrations.
So the reason I can't do that is there's a lot of shit
It's
that
a
happens
small
up
list.
here that's all based on, like, look, I've already
Oh, I mean, just
I've
in
already
the
fucked up
location
something
column.
by doing. Oh my god. Oh no, I have to Control Z that. Holy shit. Okay.
I just meant like in the location column where it
no, but
says
the location
Forge.
the location is red. It like does it say DM's Guild? Does it say Amazon?
I
Yeah, it's red.
understand.
It's
Well
READ, not RED. It is red.
I
as something, right?
understand.
So I can't alter those, but I mean I could add a column, but that's
Nah,
just me.
you don't need to do all that.
But I mean, if somebody can, if you know how to look at a spreadsheet, you can sort it. How many people are in here? Anonymous
What?
Wolf and Anonymous Nun
Wait,
and Cat.
that question's above my pay grade. That's in chat, so somebody else.
I have an answer to it, but I didn't know if
You
Rob
have
was
found
still.
much use for dice expressions. Oh, yeah. I mean, well, have I personally found? No, other than they're there. It's just pretty comforting and amazing, but I haven't used them.
So, do
Mr.
those even work
K.
anymore? The K is to drop one, correct?
Yeah, so /
To drop a die.
DIE.
So Moskenfoth, are you using
2d6
the random
drop
PC
one.
maker?
Right, so there you
Oh,
go. 2d6.
wait. So what does
drop
K
one.
do? What's
Oh,
the
what does K
letter
do?
K do in the expression? I always thought K was to drop one.
Oh, 2d6
K
drop one,
re-
2d6
ones.
keep one. It's the same thing.
Oh, keep
So
one.
drop
Oh, it
and
is the
keep,
same thing.
yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, K is max value? I don't think so.
Mhm.
I think it's keep, isn't it?
It is max right there.
Do it
Max
again.
one. Yeah, do
well,
it again.
So let's
Here it
do.
comes
Let's
Just
do,
press the up arrow. You'll
let's
get the
do-
same thing you
let's
just
do-
typed.
Let's do 8d6 keep 3 and see if we're right. Yeah, 8d6 keep
Oh.
3.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So
you
it's,
can do.
I
You
understand.
can do
Oh, okay,
40,
yeah.
4d6 drop
Makes
1
sense.
for 4d6 drop 1 or keep 3, same thing.
So
Or to roll abilities,
Does
right?
M1 max it out?
DIE help, is that a thing? Wait, I thought-
isn't it M to max one?
The dice expressions might have to be where you look those up in the wiki.
Are they on the wiki?
Yeah.
I think M will max one of the dice,
So let's go
or
to
the number of dice that you specify. So do like 3d6 M2.
Oh, Rob's taking us to the wiki. This is the magic place where everything can be answered.
No,
All you
M
gotta
doesn't
do
do
is
anything.
Oh,
Go there
I thought it
and
was
read
M.
and figure it out. That's what Rob did. He figured it all out and made a coding
right.
package.
I just figured out.
And then
I
another.
just
And then
did
another.
the
Cool,
wiki.
no
Well, wait a
dice
minute. This
expressions.
is the old.
Oh, this is the
Okay,
old one.
fucking
You're on the old
bullshit.
wiki.
Support.
Don't go to the old one.
Interesting.
To answer your question, Simbarchi, I don't use them that much, but I do use them on tables sometimes.
Rob will post that link in chat for you, just in case you needed it.
What?
This link to the wiki.
Oh, this thing. Oh, yeah. Fantasy Grounds Asian hatecrimes.net. I don't know what it is.
There's a search bar, top right, if you just want to search dice expressions.
Thank you.
They've really put a lot of time in this.
Yeah, the
wiki.
dice expressions is pretty crazy. All things dice. So dice sets, dice rolling, dice expressions. Or here it is, right here. Here. Oh. You can do
I like
math.
how the first one just says
The first
math.
says math, exactly. Yeah, like,
You can-
math. No, that's why I
You
have
can-
fantasy grounds, because I don't want to do math.
You can keep
Okay, I want
lowest,
to keep the lowest.
compounding die, custom die, non-physical die, keep the highest, drop the lowest, exploding die, amazing.
I love exploding dice.
Wait, do
So
they
you
work?
can just do you can do like success based rolls. Roll 5d10, calculate 2 successes for every 9 and 10. I mean, you can just get fucking crazy.
neat.
It's pretty much anything you can think of.
Trading die. What is that?
Can we force a dice explosion in 5e? Like when something happens?
Penetrating die is roll 3d6. If max rolled, roll again and add result -1 to. Let's fucking roll this shit.
Wah? P?
What the hell? I don't see anything. Okay, let's just calm down. I did 3d6. Let's
If
see.
your max is rolled, so you have to do.
You'd have to roll maximums.
So
Right,
do a
but
roll one
only
d
on
six.
each die,
Eventually, when
right?
you get a, if you do 1d6, eventually when you roll a 6, it should roll it again and subtract 1.
Fascinating.
There we go. There we go. So I rolled 2 6s, it re-rolled and rolled a 6 again, and then re-rolled again. So that 5d6 became 8d6, and it's a 32.
So fascinating.
It is fast. And then exploding dice, you can go die. And d4s are the best because it's the most chance you'll, right? It's only a 25% chance. So roll 10d for exploding. Now watch this. Oh, I forgot the slash. This should, chances are high we'll get. So 3 4s and then 1 4.
That would be a fun, like, critical hit chart or something in 5e.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of it could
So if you
explode
go-
and like freaking go
Roll
off on a
100
tangent
d4
and the world
exploding.
stops
So
spinning or
this is,
something.
watch this. This is going to be insane. It's just going to keep rolling. It's just
All
going to
right.
keep rolling until none of them are exploding.
Oh, I was waiting for
that
one
was
more.
that was pretty short.
Dot. What in the fuck? There was
Etc.
more.
They could have just used etc. Right?
But you
Am I
guys,
saying it
if
wrong?
you want to know,
Am I saying it wrong?
if you want to know that, where the hell was that? Here it is, right here.
Etc.
I'll give you this this express link to that exact page. So if you guys want to read all about the, so the answer is yes, they're used, and yes, you should be using them, and yes, you should use it, and yes. The Enchanted Longsword of Fire, which gives you 2d10 plus 1d6 plus 3. Mm-hmm.
So fancy.
Look, they even have the dice tower already updated with the percentage on it.
Yeah, and it's got this thing too, with the color picker and the thing picker and this whole thing there. This whole thing.
Yeah, and if you want to draw pointers quickly,
Oh.
it's
Here's the effects dice. If you want to get down a rabbit hole of spending $60 on dice.
60. What? How did
Look
you
around
spend
in
60
pink.
bucks?
It was 30.
For all of them?
There's no
Say
pink.
Yeah,
20.
Whatever it is.
20.
It was 30 for all of them for the bundle.
Was it?
29. Don't ask me how I know.
Oh, but I want to. How do you know, Bob?
It was a wild guess. I just added it up in my head.
Buying dice packs gonna help Smiteworks and add new features to Fantasy Grounds. That's the way you gotta look at it.
Yeah.
Today's
Everybody.
top sellers. What
Ooh.
the fuck? This is wrong. This is
Yeah, this
store.
this is their next thing. I hope they work on is the forums.
The website's always been just jacked.
Yeah,
It actually looks
just-
new. Actually, kind of looks new here.
The art and stuff has been updated. They've been doing a lot of art
Dice Packs
updating.
bundle. The Dice
Josh
Pack
and-
bundle.
And
I think it's
Brad.
$4.49. So if you buy the whole thing, it's 6 times $4.49, which would be $26.95.
$26.95.
You get a $3 discount if you buy all 6. So you get
$26.95 unless you're in the state of Florida. You got to pay sales tax.
Remember, I was complaining because it should be $4.94 times 6, which would be a total of. It should be $26.94 because you save a penny, and so 6 pennies off of the total of an even $30 amount would be $26.94. But they don't do that. They discount it from the total, and they also pay commissions that way. I complained about this last week. I'm not buying them.
Interesting.
So you think, oh, Rob, what's the big deal? What's a penny? Yeah, but times that over months and weeks and years and days and years. Then tell me you don't.
I'm gonna buy them all individually then and make them have to do extra work.
I just found out an interesting feature about them.
What is it?
If you have one of the effects set and you drop it onto the damage type in a spell, you can actually change your dice color or effects or whatever, and when you click that damage, it rolls the original effect that you dropped.
Interesting.
So you can
Oh,
have
here
like the
is-
lightning effect or the
Here's
water
the bundle
effect
on
or the
Steam
fire
too.
effect.
You can get the dice pack for the same. Aha! On Steam, it is $26.94. So there you go, y'all. It's a penny cheaper on Steam. Those fucking people. That kind of shit makes me crazy.
Disregard. They actually have the preset for like fire, lightning, etc. So if you change it to fire, it rolls fire dice if you have the bundle.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. And Steam uses international rules for math
Right.
instead of American rules.
But they
so
also
it's different.
discount. They also discount on a per item basis, not on a total basis like Smiteworks does. It's very upsetting.
That's what I said. International math.
Anyway, don't buy on Steam.
Yeah. They also take 30% out of Smiteworks' pocket. So yeah.
30%. Smiteworks USA LLC. Let's see how many. Let's see. They have 2,542. Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see how much the whole price.
Let's
is.
go to.
Doug used to say that if you bought the whole bundle, he would come to your house, and that was back when it was like $7,000. Now it's probably $20,000. Let's see. Are we even to the bottom yet? Hello.
It's
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like it that Windows doesn't just load the whole page. I don't care about caching it. Just get it. Get me the whole thing. Don't make me scroll down.
You're halfway there. I don't know. I can't even tell where you're at.
I mean, it doesn't. It's not alphabetized or anything. That's the other thing. Steam doesn't fucking order shit in the right order.
It's going by date. Okay. So, no, it's not even by date. October 18, August 18.
Okay, here we go. Oh, fuck.
19. Oh, maybe it is going up. 2021.
What? There's no total? You bitches. I scrolled all the way down for that.
All right, copy paste it.
No, but if you go to Fantasy Grounds, here's what we'll do. This will give us the browse see all, right? That'll give it to us. Oh my god, this is gonna fucking. Oh no.
They're trying to total of everything that
Steam.
Smiteworks owns
Bitches.
or Fantasy Grounds has.
See all, but then it doesn't let you see the whole 200 of. See, it won't let you like load more. If you say browse all, it'll show you them individually. That's crazy.
Huh.
Oh wait, can't you? Isn't there a buy all button? Steam is jacked, man. I'm so disappointed by this.
I got like 4 games on Steam, remember?
What is this bundle? What is this?
$149.98.
Oh, they want you to buy the Unity and then the upgrade. Why do they do that?
Yeah, Smiteworks wants you to do it weird.
That's weird.
I mean, Steam does.
Yeah.
Don't buy from Steam.
I got 13 cents. Right here.
Get it from the store.
All right. Is this enough of this show already? What happened? Did we win?
So we covered a window.
Oh yeah.
You're
no.
still on Street Cam, Rob. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck no.
I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna download that to myself.
That's his new favorite sound.
Oh, there was a question I missed up there. When making characters, I use this for my players to reroll what? That's not a question.
Robin sounds are the best.
What?
Your sounds are the best.
Simbarchi, you said you wish you could use the rolling for custom damage.
Yeah, you can do that.
Well, there is a way to do custom damage.
Oh, the custom damage manager. How about that? There's an extension for that.
You can
No,
make
but
poop
you
damage
can-
now.
You
Like,
can
what
make
would
poop
so
damage.
Simbarchi, give an example of what your custom damage would be. Like, what do you want it to be? And I'll type it in and roll it, and I'll show you.
We wanted to do 16 points of stink on you damage. No.
Falling
no,
damage. Falling damage. Let's do 3d6
Falling
falling
damage.
damage.
Bits. Oh well, custom damage manager. Robin has
Oh,
damage.
using explosive dice for
I didn't
damage.
make it. Bob made it for me.
Yeah,
It's
you
awesome.
can do that. You can go like
Poop damage.
I
Rainbow
did that
sparkle
earlier. You can
damage.
do like
You can make
3d6
exploding poop
exploding,
damage.
right? 3d6 exploding. Oh, I guess I did 2.
Oh, but he wants it like to say 3d6 exploding fire damage.
Oh,
Ooh, 3d6
yeah. Let's
flaming
see.
poop damage. With
Let's
its stink.
see if you can do that.
I think you can turn on exploding dice.
Huh?
Let's see if you can do
Oh, the options menu. Oh. I wish it was minimized to begin with. Thank you.
that. Yeah,
You
and
can add that.
also there's a fucking 1,000 things to look for in here.
It's just a button. It's like 10 lines of code, Bob. You can add that. Easy. I know you can.
Are you sure, Bob? Exploding dice is a thing? I don't.
It might be on certain rule sets. I know that it does exist on like
Oh.
Savage Worlds and a couple of things. Or sorry, is Savage Worlds?
Yes.
But what,
Savage Worlds
can
has
you do this?
exploding
Can you
dice.
do? Oh, I see. 3D. You can't make it. We need an extension. You can't.
Well, you
make
can.
It, you can't
You can make
it
a
do.
coding.
I mean, you can't make it do like. Oh. Could I do? Yes. Could I do that? Could I go? Could I do?
Make an effect. Kinda,
No, you because you like you can. I could make an effect and have it like add. Let's see, damage. 3d6 exploding fire. I don't know if that'll work.
Or you,
So I'm gonna add this to Gina, right? And then Gina's just gonna do her regular damage. Or let's clear the chat. Let's see if that actually adds the damage. Wait. No, it is disallowing that entire effect. Because if I took out the E, right, then it would add 3d6 to her damage. Yeah. But adding the E makes the whole effect fucking.
wait, why did it roll 4?
Because I'm rolling 1 plus 3.
Oh.
But if you add the E, it just doesn't even do it. So that is not something you can do by adding the effect.
In
And also,
5e, what a.
when you program, like when you go to program a weapon and you want to add the dice in, you can't. There's nowhere to put the E or the P or the D or the K. You can just go, 2d6, and you can't add. You can't do it.
Yeah, on type, it doesn't work on type either. Same with spells. I just checked it.
Right. So. So no, you can't do that, Simbarchi. I guess you can't.
But. It
But
has
Bob
to be
can
in
write an
chat.
extension that does it. What's up?
I think that's more of one of those. We should probably just mention it to the actual developers. Because that's something that's built into other rule sets and such.
Right, and that's the thing is if we went to Savage Worlds, I'll bet you that's already there, but they're not gonna they're not too keen on accommodating stuff like this when it's a total homebrew, like you and 4 other people on the planet are gonna want it. They don't.
Well, just adding the option to allow for exploding dice.
Yeah.
That would be easy enough for them to implement.
So if I go to Savage
for, like,
Worlds,
core
am I gonna
RPG.
see that already?
Yeah, Savage Worlds has exploding dice.
No, but can you? I know it does, but can you make a thing Do you know
Like
what
an
I'm saying?
option?
Can you make it so that you can do that?
Should be able to.
Oh, this is a rabbit hole.
Yeah, because
Well,
I
the
don't know.
question
I don't know the
is,
fucking first thing about Savage
you
Worlds.
know, is there an extension that already does it?
In
No, but if I go to
Savage
okay,
Worlds?
let me go to open a character sheet, right? Characters. Let me make a character. This guy. Okay, now how do you? So if you just roll, yeah, it's already got exploding dice, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
but how do you what was his thing? If you wanted to do
To damage type
damage type, so then
built in.
let's go to powers.
You probably don't have any weapons on your sheet.
Where I don't know Savage Worlds. Combat, is this where weapons would be?
Yeah, you're gonna have to find. I don't know if you got.
Well, can't I just make a weapon? Yeah. Damage. How do you do it? Open it. Okay. How do I do it? Do I
It's
go
in
over
there
to
somewhere.
Okay. Wait, how do you do it? How do you do it?
Damage right there. It says damage, and next to lethal, you got to type it.
Oh, type what? D6?
Whatever your damage is, yeah.
I don't see. My problem is I don't know the first thing about Savage Wars. I have no.
Now when you
So
when you go back and you
can I-
see the D6, move that off of the back, and you'll see the D6 has been added to the bottom sheet. See it? There it is.
right
you
now,
can
how do
roll
you
the damage.
how do you make it fire?
Well, it's
Oh, type.
the-
Oh no,
type,
Mary.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know what group is.
Keywords fire. Fuck, I don't know. I'm out. I can't do this because I don't know. I'm not even.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember damage types in Savage Worlds if there was or not.
Mm-mm.
We only played 100 sessions. I just rolled what was on my sheet.
But I think Simbarchi, that's a question for the forums because it, like I was saying, I mean, it's possible that you could make an extension or that, as Bob said, the creators could add that in, but I don't see them doing that for like D&D 5e because
it's a really cool idea though. I mean,
yeah,
I give it
but
that.
I mean, a lot of really cool ideas are only really cool to like 6 people, and it wouldn't be worth their time to.
I may or may not already be researching.
You're researching. My answer
Fuck
is
no.
yeah. Does Robin get kicked off again? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she went. She's on her phone typing. That's another problem trying to DM on Fantasy Grounds. If your internet isn't that stable, it's going to piss you off.
All right, did I put all this back the way it should be?
Did you get it back Control Z properly?
Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna put this back.
Oh, that's not the one you.
Yeah, it
you
is.
did
It is
too.
the one. She's not the one. I could give Thelgor and Frymaster their prizes right now, but I'd have to dox their information. I don't know if they want me to.
If you want to be doxxed, let him know. He'll do it right now.
If you
don't
say
care.
in the Twitch, dox me, then I'll do it. I'll dox you.
Don't
Otherwise, I
dox
think
me, bro.
I think we're gonna be done anyway.
DM's tools.
Fry
Fry
says
says
he'll
no.
wait. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it right after we stop the show. I'll do it.
Which is going to be.
That's true. I could throw
Really
the
soon.
slide up, yeah, and do that. I could do that. But the whole reason to do it is to show people on the show how I give prizes out. But I could
Well, we want to hear what they wanted, though.
Oh, yeah,
That's
okay,
kind
let's
of
do
cool.
that.
Still.
So let's put the slides up, and then I'll go look and see what they said. All right, Thelgor is getting the Fantasy Grounds Random Spellbook Generator, which he was kind enough to give me the link to, so I don't have to search for it. I can just click on it. I should make that part of that slide. Give me the link. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that. I'll give these prizes out, then I'm going to do that. Okay, so he's doing it by... well, no, because I don't need the link. If it's... Yeah, it's such a fucking complicated. So his is...
No,
his-
the link's not a good idea.
His is a DM's Guild item. So I actually don't need the link. I just need the name because I have to go to a special thing on my on my thing to give it to him. And then I have to type in his email here, which you're not seeing, and then I have to type the name. I have to go get the name of it.
There's like cool spots on DM's Guild that he's typing stuff in.
Right,
Yeah,
random spellbook generator.
Woot loot.
Random spellbook generator. This one right here. Send.
Random spellbook generator. I've used that thing a couple
Okay.
times. I like
Now-
it. It's handy.
Now I have to go get
Simple.
the other person. Frymaster. Hi, this is Fry. DM tools. Oh, he wants DM
Oh,
tools.
all
If it is
right.
available,
DM's
if not, then on DM's Guild. Oh well, he doesn't understand that it's either or. So
Does he
that's
have,
so
critically
Frymaster.
awesome
That's
essentials?
the items that we have for sale. Those are either or. There is never anything available on both platforms. They're either or, and that's a whole fucking story. As to why
DM
that
Tools
is.
is only on DM's Guild.
Yeah. Now, before I do that, Frymaster, you realize that DM's Tools requires the use of critically awesome essentials. So do you?
He said he has it.
He's already ahead of me. Yes, I have essentials. Okay.
Right.
So let me go back over to the thing, and then let me go to right here to this thing like this, right like this, and then I put your email in, and then I say DM's Tools, and then I hit send, and then I close that so that nobody sees your information. And now you
Yeah,
have
if
it.
you
And
track
now-
XP, that's a must. If you track experience points, that's a must. Absolutely.
I guess
And-
before we end the show, can we show the I guess the encounter, like add an encounter and show that it
yeah, okay.
adds it to the party sheet?
Oh, did I close the? Okay, yeah, I closed.
Because
it.
that's
that
one
was
that a
easy.
lot of people have mentioned that they really, really like that feature.
Okay, so we'll show that. What happened to Robin? She's gone. Okay, load campaign. Critically
She's watching on her phone.
awesome. Okay, start.
Loading times may or may not vary depending on how many modules and crap like
Yeah,
grapple
if you're me,
Tokens
it takes a
max.
half an hour because I got 600 fucking.
or me.
Updating is worse.
You don't see my screen loading because I already have it loaded when I get rolling on my stream, but that takes longer. I think mine takes longer than yours.
Okay, so walk me through what you want me to do, Bob.
Basically, you got people on a map, right?
Double click.
Yep.
Okay. So go ahead and open up an encounter. And
Oh,
show
this-
show the party sheet and then drop an encounter.
This is for Robin since she's watching on her phone. Who do I have on the map, Robin? I have Ronnie, Bobby, Mickey, and Mike.
Ronnie, Mickey, and Mike.
I've been waiting for like 5 weeks to play that for her.
Okay, so open up the party sheet and show the XP tab.
Right there.
Okay. Now, drop an encounter. Like, open up an encounter.
It doesn't have any modules loaded as encounters.
Okay,
in it,
but
so
you should have
just make
NPCs.
a quick
Just
encounter.
make an encounter, drop some NPCs on it.
give it the old refresh button to
Okay. Now go ahead and drop it on the combat tracker.
It's an example. Drop it in the combat tracker. Okay.
Yeah, the down arrow.
Right.
so it added to combat tracker
And then it's
there
here.
it is on
Yep.
the party sheet.
Now, as
You
a
don't have to
default,
remember to do it.
Yep. And as a default, if you give your party a long rest, it should give that experience out. You can turn that off. That
Ronnie,
feature off. in
Bobby,
options.
Mickey, and Mike. Oh,
Look
snap!
at 660 yeah, 6,600 6,600 if you're saying it by a date.
Right. And of course, you can turn that off in case you don't want to,
Right.
you
You
give them
can
the experience during a
turn
rest,
that off in the options
like
under
Drake.
critically awesome
Yeah, like me,
essentials.
I use milestones now exclusively, except on Rob. He just thinks he gets experience points.
I just yell level up no matter what the
It's a
experience
hybrid.
is.
I made the experience points so low that it's going to take him forever to get to actually the level he is now. So it's he doesn't even look at it anymore. He's like, oh, I need
Ronnie,
900,000.
Bobby, Mickey, and Mike.
Ronnie, Bobby,
And also,
Mike.
when you so if you unlock the tokens and they're meandering around, etc., if you have the lock tokens on encounter add, when you add it to the combat tracker, it'll automatically lock their tokens, so that way they stop moving and they start doing their little like arrows. So that way you can lock them down while you finish adjusting your guys.
Just
and
like
getting
the
ready for
wedding singer,
combat.
you better lock it up. You better
Yeah,
lock it up.
That's right.
if you're a little froggy on putting things in the combat tracker early
Turn
in
that
your kind of storytelling, you might want to turn that off.
But
Yeah.
just remember that this is a DM's dream come true.
What I wish they would build into Fantasy Grounds, and this may be another extension on the brewing right now, is when you, as the DM, hover over the encounter tokens in the encounter, it would highlight shadowy on the map where they're actually at. So you know how the story is preset, you know what I mean? Where they are on the encounter map after they've been placed when the checkbox is checked.
Correct.
It's always like there's
It's
12
really
guys
the
in this
preview.
room, and the converter already put them on there for you, and but you have no idea where they placed them, and people come into the room. You're like, so you put it in the combat tracker to see that, but you're not ready for it in the combat tracker yet. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, let's
Yeah,
do die 100 D100 exploding. So that means it has to roll 100. So the chances are 1% that we'll see an exploding die.
What's the chances of winning the Powerball that's 999 million right now?
It did not roll 100.
It also didn't give us any total. Oh, there we go. There's the total.
Oh, it did one on the second one.
Yeah, it did. What are the chances on the Powerball? I don't know. You want to know? Here, what state?
The Powerball's like multi-state, isn't it?
Oh, you're talking about the Powerball. 1 in 292 that you're gonna win anything. Oh, sorry, sorry. 1 in 292 million. That's the jackpot.
Yeah, your chance of getting struck by lightning in every given year is greater, right? Is that what I just said? So, but yeah, but your chance of winning if you don't play is zero.
Your chances of getting struck by lightning are 1 in less than a million. So you're 292 more times likely to get hit by lightning than you are winning the lottery.
See,
And you know what? I
last
can't.
time
It's the white trash tax, right? What I can't stand is there's a dude in Idaho that's just keeps. He's won the fucking lottery like 34 times. I don't know, but they don't
Can
tell you
you
how
add
much money he
twice?
spent on it.
Can you
So
add the
did
word
he
twice
win
to that
once and then
search?
buy 1 million tickets the next time? I don't know.
Odds of getting hit by lightning twice?
Probably like 1 in a trillion.
I mean, there are people that have been hit multiple times.
7 times in one life.
Oh God.
I mean, that's just
So-
like I had a friend. There's mitigating circumstances, right? Because I had this friend. His name was Harry, and I went to broadcasting school with him, and he never wore a watch. And I always asked him why, and he goes, "Oh, if I wear a watch, it just stops working." And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!" So we went and bought like 3 different watches that were under $10, and he put them on, and they all stopped working. And he goes, and I go, "But that's just because they're cheap watches." And he goes, "Do you want to buy an expensive one and I'll show you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm out. That's fine. I believe you." But it was really, because like, but the reason I tell that story is he had something in his body that made the electrics of the watch stop working. And it's the same, like there's people who they open their door and walk outside, they get hit by lightning. So
I used to install the little mini satellite dishes in Georgia, and I was on the side of a house tuning in one, and lightning hit the peak of the roof,
Oh
and I
shit.
got blown the fuck off the ladder, and my
That's
hair was
crazy.
standing up, and I peed myself. Is that getting
Yeah.
hit? Does that count? Does that count?
That counts. You've
There's a
been hit.
video
I didn't die.
on YouTube with like a guy like running down or like kind of like out for a jog in a city, and he gets hit by lightning, and then he kind of like stumbles back up and like starts to like stumble like down the street, and it hits him again.
What's that? I saw that. What was that?
Yeah, I could see being hit consecutively in a row, but it would be highly unlikely unless something was weird that you'd be hit and then like 2 years later hit and then a year later hit again. You know what I mean, like that. I could see being hit multiple times within like a few minutes.
The last time I was going to get hit by lightning, I was buying a lottery ticket, so I felt safe.
Oh, the priest in Caddyshack. Yeah, he holds his glove in the air.
There was
Mhm.
another guy sitting at a bar, and they were talking. This is Bobby's been struck, and he's like, he's talking funny. I forget what movie that was. We've digressed.
We've digressed. We also did a 2-hour.
Although
show.
if you do lightning damage, it's called electric or lightning damage in Fantasy Grounds now, and you have the dice pack. It'll roll that. It'll roll lightning damage. It's just sparkles.
It's a lot
and
of
stuff.
So later, let's put the slides on. Let's remind everybody what's up. So here's the thing. Saturday is Drake's game. Sunday is this show. And then
Days that matter.
alternate Wednesdays is Robin Infuriated and Havoc and I play Gloomhaven on Steam. And then Friday is McClancy's game on Friday. Now, here's the thing. Some dates coming up don't have shows, so let's look at that.
What'd you do last Saturday when you didn't have a game or a stream?
You mean yesterday? I fucking watched all the
Yeah.
Ocean's 11, 12, and 13 movies.
Oh yeah, just
I watched
binge
like 6
watched.
hours all in a row. Those are those I didn't realize that movie was 01, 04, and 07. Those are a lot older movies than I thought they were.
Really?
Yeah, Matt Damon was like a baby. Anyway,
Holy crap.
so November 4th, which is this coming Friday, there's no show. And October 29th I can erase because when was that? That was yesterday.
I'm back.
You're back. That was no show yesterday.
I got to prep for next week.
Right. So November 18th, 19th.
27 NPCs in the combat track. I don't have to prep shit. We're gonna be 3 hours.
That's
3 hours.
that's the weekend I go to New York. So the no shows that weekend.
Isn't that also Thanksgiving?
No, that's the next week.
18, 19, 20?
No, it's Thanksgiving is always the 4th Thursday. So it's like the 25th or something.
There could be a couple of no shows that we don't have in there yet because Drake hasn't announced when he's going on vacation or whatever.
The 24th is Thanksgiving. I'll tell you this though. A week from today, everybody, if you live in the United States of America, is daylight saving
You get a
time.
bonus. You get a bonus hour.
Bonus hour. You go to bed Saturday night and you wake up Sunday morning an hour early and like, what happened? And then you gotta fucking fuck with your microwave and everything else.
Yeah, and the time's all screwed up. It's like it's still daylight.
Here's what you
out?
have to change.
Why
You have
is
to change your microwave, your stove, the clock in your car that isn't connected to the internet, and I think that's it. Your computers. Oh, and any analog alarm clocks and whatever the weather station. I don't know what you have at your house, but it would be. Yeah, so Thelgor, I believe that stalled in the Senate. I believe the House. Let's see.
It's COVID. They say it's COVID because they haven't passed it. COVID interrupted it. I don't know. Everything's blamed on COVID right now. So
Do they
Probably
not have enough personnel?
well, if
Nothing
you
has
got
changed.
COVID, you
Daylight
like to have
saving
more
time,
daylight
yeah.
times.
So the Sunshine Protection Act passed in March of 22. Oh, it passed the Senate. Interesting. The Senate passed it, but not the House of Representatives. What? Wait, who's
Dude, it's an election year. Do you expect anything to get passed?
No, but that's a bullshit excuse because every 2 years everything changes and nothing ever gets done. So it has nothing to do with an election year. It just never fucking happens.
It's valid.
Don't. Where's the thing where it shows me the seats and the map of the
Seat chart?
map, the seating chart. Yeah, the seating chart. Show me the. Here we go. Yeah, this is a seating chart. That's what we need. Or the this. No, not the Louisiana one. I don't give a fuck about Louisiana. House of Refuge.
I think it's like party seating chart or something.
Yeah, party. Does any? I'm embarrassed that I don't know which of the two parties controls the House. I thought it was Democrats.
I got a picture of the Capitol building, if that helps.
Are all the people in their proper seats? Do you have?
There are 212 Republicans, 220 Democrats, and 3 vacancies.
So the Democrats are the ones that are not passing. Well, so Sunshine Protection Act.
I just did party chart, and that's the seating things that you want to look for.
So why isn't this passed? That's the thing. We couldn't.
They actually have to show up to vote on shit.
No, that's not true. They just take who they have that day. Sunshine Protection Act of 2021 is a bill. It is passed. It was introduced. It has passed the Senate. Marco Rubio started it. Oh, that's why. It was started by a Republican, so the Democrats are like, nah, we don't think so. Fucking two-party system is the worst.
That's a conversation I just had with my sister too.
So here's
like, how do we change this?
So when I grew up, it was a lot better because it was a lot more civilized and people could argue their points, but nobody was like tribal and fake elections and all this other shit. It wasn't like that. Now it's like you're on our side or you're on their side and nobody could do anything and they can't get fucking anything done. And so this is a really smart idea to get rid of daylight saving time, but unfortunately a Florida Republican senator introduced it, so the Democrats are going to be like, nah, fuck that guy. It'd be the same if, that's the thing, if some other Democratic thing introduced it, it would have died in the Senate, whatever, fuck. So, here's the thing. We gotta pass this thing. We couldn't find, I clicked on the link and it tells me it can't find that page. Well, I clicked on this link and it wouldn't, oh my god, this fucking website, congress.gov. There's a problem.
There, go to that. It's a House of, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this, yeah. Vacancies. Let me get in there. Let me vote for some shit.
It says at the bottom, 1 died and 2 resigned.
Oh, wait, these Democratic Florida people resigned? That's interesting. Fuck Florida, man. Drake, Florida's fucked up.
No shit. I live here. I know all about it.
The Pledge of the latest floor action. Latest, they did the Pledge of Allegiance, and then they did the National County of Disability. Pursuant to the House of the Representatives of the appointed of the Sandwich-Brichner, California National Council. Yeah, okay.
Pursuant to 29 U.S. Code 780 and the Order of the United.
I've toyed with joining. There's I think it's called runforsomething.net. I've toyed with just getting into anything to help out, but being a politician is even on any level is just like a whole fucked up thing where your whole life is upended. And that's the thing, when the United States started in the 1700s, right? All of the people that were in Congress, all of the representatives and all of the senators, and even like the president and the vice president and all that was all, it wasn't your job. It was, you did that, but you were a lawyer or a farmer or a doctor, and then you went and did that for a few years, and then you went back to what you did. And now it's lifetime politicians, right? People like, Joe Biden and Mitch McConnell and all these people. They've been there for fucking 40 years. It's like, that's not supposed to be how it works.
Well, I will say that apparently the House of Representatives does Fridays right, because if you look at the actual time stamps there, 10 o'clock the House convened, 10:06 they adjourned.
They all changed into jeans and t-shirt for the softball game.
Like they didn't even start at 8. They're like, we'll start around 10. By 10:06 we'll wrap it up. By 10:30 we'll be back home. Back
See,
in bed.
this right here is equal parts exciting and dangerous. Throw everything you know about politics out the window. You're qualified to run for local office. We're here to help. And just, but that's how election deniers get signed up for county commissioner and fucking all this bullshit.
You do know that you're showing the slides, not what you're looking
Oh my God, you guys.
at. Sorry.
Fucking show. I can't know how to do anything, you guys.
At least you got started as an association, right? Weren't you like?
How many things
your
did I show
association?
on screen that people were? Yeah, I showed all this. Nobody saw anything. Whatever. I gotta.
I
might
just
actually,
switched windows and went, oh, he's still on his slides.
yeah, I might actually be getting sick because my throat has gone from scratchy to like it kind of hurts. And
So someday, like soon, within the next month or so, I'll be back on and we'll talk about stuff.
Florida, we're just all on vacation, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that works.
All right. We'll be back next week for this show. Join us, everyone, won't you? And join us on the games. And join us. Oh boy. You know what? Good gaming, everyone.